Cruising the back roads, out for kind of cruising, just cruising around today, and found this. Found another. We were going to take this back road, and we found the signs to shut down the road are up there, but people moved them out of the way. It looks like people are not having it, that they had closed this bridge down. See, there's a stream down here, and we found this red lines on the map, and we're like, well, we can't go that way, but let's go look at what's going on. And it's another bridge washout like we had done before. If you look on our channel, you'll see how the bridge had washed out just like this, but on both sides. And this might have been from the same rains back then. This looks a little newer. So there was some big rains a little while ago, but maybe it's from the hurricane, because you could still see that there's a tree down there and a tree down here. And they haven't bothered fixing this up at all because this bridge has been out too. So I'm assuming this might be from the Hurricane Helene left over, but we're into January of 25 now. And this is the same thing that, oh, look at the power lines here. This is the same thing that had happened to the other bridge. This old style allows the water, and now that's downstream, so it must have come up over here, snuck under through there. Let's see if I can get an angle on that without having it collapse and sending me down. Nope, it doesn't look like it came from under there. Maybe it was a backwash that came around, eddied around, and came up here and just washed it out. Or it could have been a crack here and it forced its way through, and then the whole collapse happened. It might have been that it came up and over the top, but I don't see any debris indicating that it came up and over the top here. So it could have come over the top down there. All the rain running down came down here and forced it down too. But anyway, we got a total washout here. So I think the locals are driving through here. We're not going to drive through. We're not in a hurry to go anywhere. So, but you can see this creek gets really, this is one of these creeks that really get flowing. Now you can see all the sand up here from when it gets really high. It's probably got a lot of little tributaries, and even though this isn't a river, it's a creek or a stream. I'm not sure the difference between a creek and a stream, but you can see that it goes up here, and it'll go up a ways, and then as it swells back down, it goes up on that side too. But this side doesn't look like it. The other bridge had both sides washed out, and they did a full new bridge on that. So this one looks like it has a pillar in the middle. See that, guys? There's a pillar in the middle there, and it's got the icebreaker kind of stuff down below to help direct the water. Doesn't look like the rain was coming through this side or that side, really. So I got a feeling it was coming down the road possibly to get, because it would make more sense if this was washed out, if the water was flowing this way, but it's flowing that way. So if you look on our channel, you'll see an entire bridge rebuild on our channel with the cranes and all that. I don't actually have them physically doing it, but I visited a few times during the construction, and then once they were done, and so you could see the before and after. Just search washed out bridge and then bridge repair, and they're probably going to do the same with this, because this thing is leaning so badly. You can see, I'll go to the other side. This one's definitely leaning this way. So it used to stand upright. Now it's like this. So this whole piece has been yanked. And wow, this really was deep underground here, this wiring. But we'll go over here and see if this one's leaning back. They might have it leaning back a little bit for the purposes of design to like do the water. But this one looks pretty much straight up and down. Yeah, this one might be leaning just a little bit, but not much. That one is definitely like off. So this bridge is gonna need a full new bridge on this. So I'll keep an eye on it, and if they're gonna rip the whole thing up and repair it, it's not that far from our house, so I can come by here once in a while and check it out. But if they're gonna do a full repair on it, I will definitely try to get some video of that too, the different types of construction. I'm going over the wall. Here we go. I kind of wanted to show you this. Yeah, this is really open. So you can see the stream, or the creek, goes on the other side on a regular basis. So if it gets kind of full, it's got a lot of room to allow a lot more water through. So it's really surprising that that washed out. I guess it wasn't from the water getting so high it was coming up and over. On the other one was much lower, not much lower, but it was definitely lower towards the creek by about 5-7 feet than this, and the water came up and over the top of that one. This one looks like just the water coming down the road here from this hill, coming this way and coming down that way, maybe during the hurricane. Just it all that's the, you can see that's kind of a low point on both sides. This is a little higher than the other side of the bridge, so yeah, that must have been the low point, and it just started with a little bit and slowly ate it up. But let's jump over to the other side and check that out real quick. And there's why that wall collapsed right there. See, look at that rebar up inside that crack there, and that might have been a crack from way back, but the whole thing gave out, and that's why. Look at that. They built a big concrete structure on an old wood platform. You can tell that they didn't go deep. They should have dug all that out, and they should have, like this one here looks a little deeper. They should have dug all that out, got rid of that wood platform when they built this bridge. Or maybe that's the original, oops, sorry, that might be the original form from when they were laying the concrete, but it doesn't look like the concrete goes much deeper than right there. Look at that. Isn't that strange? I don't know if they just got lazy and put it down right on top of that wood form, and it just, but you know what, guys, this bridge, I would guess this bridge is close to 70 years old at least. This was probably built in the 50s, if not earlier even. This could be all the way from the early 1900s. I don't see anything on it, but you can just tell the concrete work is different. But they got these steel I-beams. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is 60s. Anybody in construction knows how old these I-beams like this would be. And if you could take a more educated guess than I'm taking on this, but based on the style here, I know the guardrails are new. You know, those aren't even that old. I would bet that these are put in the last 10 years right here. These look pretty damn good, actually. For around here, the other bridges have like those little pieces that go up. They don't have like guardrails like this, so I got a feeling that they redid all this a few years back. But this kind of concrete work here looks like it's much older, but I could be wrong. If you know, if you're a guy that does construction like this and knows, please let us all know what you think. If they screwed up by doing that and what year this might have been built. I didn't see any years out here. I'm going to go up to the top again here real quick. Yeah, on all these other streets, they have cleared all these old debris from the hurricane. That was a couple months ago now, so this should have been cleared for sure. So let's go take a look at the hole from this angle. We definitely got some downed trees from the hurricane here too. Flooding. This one looks like it was wiped out by flooding, but again, water's going that way and it's kind of coming this way, but it could have eddied back. But it could just been high winds. Usually you'd see more trees down along here if it was high winds through here, and you're not seeing that. But this is a beautiful creek. It'd be fun to hike around on that one. But there you go, guys. Someone's box, I don't know. That must have been like maybe a warning sign with one of those red, white and black checkered things, but that's it. Out here in the fields. Out here in the middle of nowhere, as you can see, not one car has come by. I really like these back roads like this. We can just go like 15 miles an hour, no one bothers us. Hey, if you like our videos, please hit like and subscribe. Check out another video there. I'll put the video of the washed out bridge right there, and then you can look for the reconstruction of it. And then check out our channel there. We've got about 1,800 videos now. All kinds of subject matter, including animals and machinery and travel and stuff like this. Hope you enjoy it. We'll see you on the next one.